Good job. Benapper. OCO. Still getting logged in everywhere. Okay, just about ready. Great awakenings. Still getting set up. Sometimes when I'm typing, it's like, who is typing? Okay. Oh. All right. Oh, where'd you go? Where you went? Whoa. Not sure. Okay, this time it's gonna work. Okay. All right, took me a while to get set up there. And I got disconnected from the first program, so I'm glad you're able to find me. I hope I can need a little bit more light. That's not working. Okay. All right, someone wants to tune in. Hello. Can't see your name. Can you hear me okay? Okay, cool. All right. So I want to thank you for joining me. My name is Arlit Tachia, and I've been doing these sound healing presentations for a while now, and I decided to offer one for this occasion. A few weeks ago, I got a flyer about Indigenous Day of Rage, and as a healer, my first reaction was, oh, great, that's a day to release all the rage that we've been feeling for centuries, millennia. And just the other day, I looked at the website, and they're actually calling for, civil disobedience and protests and destroying colonizers' property. And I wasn't aware of that. I still think it's a good opportunity for us to do some healing. And it'd be interesting to see about the events that take place these next few days. 6, Someone else wants to join. I don't know how many people I can put in here. And before I began, I wanted to give a different definition of Indigenous people that not everyone might be familiar with or in alignment with. However, there are Indigenous people from all over the world, not just here on Turtle Island. And according to, I have this chart behind me, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a medicine wheel. I think everyone can see it. And it represents the people of the four directions. People of the four directions, elements of the four directions, the four aspects of being, and the four seasons. And so I've been doing something called a spiral dance medicine wheel, where honoring the celestial events that go around the wheel. However, the point of the wheel, the objective of the wheel, is to show that there are Indigenous people of four directions. And according to the Hopi prophecy, at this time, the people of the four directions are supposed to come together and share the teachings of the four directions, because initially we were one people, one race, the human race, and there was this, at one time the seven continents were one continent, and that continent was inhabited by the indigenous people to Africa. And over time, the continents separated and went to different places on this land, and different geological locations, their physical appearance began to change. And that's why we have the indigenous people of the four directions coming from the center, from one people. And so that's what this presentation is symbolizing. And then the wisdom of four directions will be presented. And three of the directions are presented in the sound healing presentation. We have the traditional Chinese medicine that is based on principles of Chinese medicine, the Kemetic deities that are associated with each chime. Each chime is connected to a different planetary frequency. And then this system of sound healing, acutonics, came from people of the north. So this represents people of the east, south, and the north. And then to begin, I'll be starting with a Native American chant. I have a drum here from Hopi land. And it's a Cherokee song. I have indigenous heritage of Cherokee, Tulagi, and Blackfoot Lakota, Saponi Lakota. So I'm going to be offering this song, and then I'll talk a little bit about the sound healing. Dali Arawahi, Dali Anayanwiwa. Oh, Suda Sudani, oh, Suda Sudani. Way, way, oh. Way, hey, yo. Kanu no hiki ni duda. Kanu no hiki ni duda. Way, way, yo. Hey, hey, yo. Utawali jani lisi. Utawali jani lisi. Way, hey, 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 yeah. Way, hey, 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 yeah. Way, hey, hey, way, hey, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hello, Elijah. Eliga, Gadi Eliga, Singinigeyu, Singinigeyu, Osaliliga, 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 Osaliliga. I realized midway that I forgot to sing the English line. So let's see if I can say it in English. Wise elders, wise protectors, thank you for your protection. Sky, our grandfather. Sun, our grandmother. Earth, our great mother. We love you, we are thankful. I am grateful. We are thankful. If you're wondering about my glasses, these are pinhole glasses. And I keep them on during the presentation so I can keep up with the comments. So otherwise I wouldn't be able to see very easily. All right, so now we're going to move to the cosmic portion of our program. I think you can see all the chimes here, but I have chimes that are tuned to different planets. And I have chosen the tones for the celestial alignment today, which has the moon in Ophiuchus. And I practice the 13-month sidereal astrology system called Chematones. And Ophiuchus is the 13th constellation, and it represents the healer. And this is the tone for Chiron, the wounded healer. And in this system, we take the Greek traditions back to the ancient African Egyptian tradition. So I'll be chanting the names of the Kemetic gods and goddesses that are tuned with the planets. So you have the moon in Ophiuchus. Mercury is retrograde in Sidereal Virgo. Neptune is retrograde in Sidereal Aquarius. We also included the tones for Sedna, which represents domestic violence, sexual assault, abuse, trauma. And then I also included the tones for Anku, opening the ways, removing obstacles and blocks to our success and our healing. And also the tone for the earth in one day, because this is Indigenous Peoples Day. I think it's actually tomorrow. This is the first Monday around October 12th. I saw a post about October 10th, Indigenous Peoples Day of Rage, and I'm not sure if that floats as well. So this will go for the next few days in honor of Indigenous people in 4 directions around the world, healing, releasing our rage, our terror, all of our lower vibrations. Because when we hold on to lower emotions like this, it can manifest as physical symptoms. And we want to release the blocks that are causing these physical diseases and illnesses. And we want to purify. I think I do get a little bit more light on. Purify our energy field. Keep our bodies pure. And the next section of the program will deal with those personal feelings. But this is more of a planetary healing. So I'll just be focusing on the tones for the letters for Sedna. This is all of them. Okay, I'll just go through the whole list. So this is in honor of global planetary healing for Indigenous peoples of the 4 directions. People of the north, people of the south, people of the east, Become the West. You are Seigneur. You are never had. You are Eru. You are Sasheta. You are Jyoti. You are immortal. You are Abu. You are Tao. Nipu Sena. Nipu never had. Nipu Eru. Nipu Sasheta. Nipu immortal. Nipu Jyoti. Napu Apu. Napu Tower. Healing our trauma and wounds, releasing our emotions and beliefs, purifying and cleansing our hearts and our minds of rage, anger, and fear. Writing our thoughts and feelings, sharing with our brothers and sisters is healing. When we We all embrace the all omnipresent, the one who thinks of breath. We open the way to peace on this earth. To all said no. Do what do a head do a sasheta do a head do a imhotep do a jabuti do a anpu do a tower do a tower do a tower no puta no puta. That was the cosmic sound healing presentation to the Indigenous people of the four directions to heal and release our toxic emotions associated with rage, fear, terror, injustice, brutality, violation. Now I'm going to move to the self-care portion of this program. And when I'm doing sound healing, self-care, part of these global presentations, and even my own self-care practice, energy doesn't know the difference between time and space. And so when I'm doing sound healing on myself, it's as if I'm practicing on you. So over here I have a table of tuning forks that are from the same system. It's kind of blurry. It's blurry. My camera must be so much. Okay. So I have these tuning forks here, and I'm using the ones for the solfeggio frequencies, and then also included Sedna, because Sedna deals with trauma and assault. YouTube, I don't know if you'll be able to see them. There you go. So, in this tradition, we have, based on Chinese medicine, every organ has a meridian, and if there's a block in the flow of energy in the meridian, then we have illness in the physical organ. So we do the sound healing to address healing vibrationally from within, so that we can heal physical manifestations or prevent them from manifesting physically. I have some charts here. I'm going to be moving pretty fast through these. So the frequencies for the solfeggio frequency chart, you can look them up. I'm going to be using 174 for removing pain, 396 liberating you of fear and guilt, 417 facilitates, no, not 417, 417 facilitates change, 528 repairs DNA, is the miracle tone. I'll be using combinations of them all. 639 heals relationships, 741 awaken intuition, 852 connects to the to the higher divinities. No, 852, sorry, is bringing to natural order, and 963 is connecting to the divine oneness, or nebuchadnezzar, as we call it. And I posted post-traumatic slave syndrome self-care protocol on YouTube. I've done it twice on myself, and it also applies to what I call healing from the Trail of Tears. So for the rage, we use the bladder meridian and the kidney meridian. I have the charts here from a woman who did a program on using acupuncture for healing soldiers from PTSD. So I'm applying it to healing from post-traumatic slave syndrome and Trail of Tears, experiences that either we experienced in our past life, it's still in our DNAs, in our energy field, or we're inherited from our ancestors. And then liver and gallbladder meridian for livers where anger is stored, and then finding safety, soothe, stuck, fight responses. And I may not be able to get through all of this in this live session. I'll probably just do a little bit now and then do my self-care a little bit later and then post that as well. So, yes, I have a program. So for now, I will just go through the chakras, and then I'll go through the meridians later. I'll come back later today and do another live with the meridians. Okay, so I have a piece of rubber on my leg. I can't see that right now. And I'm going to start with the one for trauma. That's from the celestial system. And pain. So you start with the chakra for creativity, the sacral chakra, the heart chakra, and the first eye. And this is called the three treasures, and that's to align your thoughts with your heart and your purpose. And so our purpose in life is to become enlightened. And the purpose of this healing session is that we're able to release some of the toxicity from the trauma that we've inherited. And even in our present life, not just past life or ancestral life, but even trauma we experience today as Indigenous people of the four directions, people of global majority, people of color, Native Americans, Black people, Africans, the diaspora. There's so many names that describes us. So I'm striking the rubber on my, here's the rubber, I'm putting it on my creativity chakra to activate our purpose. We don't know our purpose, to lead us to our purpose, to clear out any blocks to our creativity. In the heart chakra, to release trauma from our heart, releasing any pain in our heart, purifying our heart chakra, purifying our first, healing our first eye, so that we can see and manifest visions that are free from trauma, free from what we call fetters of set, free from negative vibrations that cause pain. And then we want to connect our heart to the other centers and connect our womb, our creativity chakra. I had a question. No question. Okay. Okay. And then I will do return to natural order and releasing guilt and fear. And so guilt, we have Indigenous people of the North that have been affected by colonialism and slavery and the Trail of Tears and reservation life as well. They have to live with, the ones who are aware and conscious have to live with a tremendous amount of guilt and fear because they don't agree with what their ancestors have done. And there's guilt and fear on so many levels with everyone with the four directions. So we do the same thing. Creativity chakra, the heart, sexual organs chakra, the sacral chakra. This is also where our purpose is kept, stored, and our DNA, they call it the cosmic blueprint. And the heart chakra, in the Unitarian tradition, we want our hearts to be as light as a feather and not have any regrets or sadness or bitterness or resentment or anger or fear. Because at the moment that our body dies, we want our hearts to be as light as a feather when it's weighed against, our thoughts and our actions from our lives. And of course, we want our minds and our thoughts to be clear of rage or negativity or hatred. When we have pure thoughts, we can manifest pure visions and have positive reality. Connect them. And this is the one for the heart. And so I'll do this one too. Heart and miracles in our DNA. Now I'm going to focus on our throat chakra. I'm going to use this. This is the one for changing our energy field and connecting to the divine. And we're going to third chakra for a while. We want our words to. Our words to release positive energy and connect us to our divinity, to our ancestors. Only express truth. Let's forget what this one. Oh, facilitates change. Okay, facilitates change and bringing about justice. And I'm going to use the energy field. This one is small for trauma. This is to use our intuition or wanting to heal from trauma. To trust ourselves, trust our feelings, trust our hearts, because they've been purified. We're always working on ourselves and keeping our vibes high. Healing our hearts, connecting us to the great oneness, the great spirit, the great divinity, the great creator of all that is. And last but not least, eliminating pain, bringing about great changes in our world for the Indigenous people of four directions. Alright, so like I said earlier, I kind of ran out of time, and I'm going to come back later today and work on the self-care protocol for the meridians. So I want to thank you for tuning in today, and I'm going to be coming right back on with another presentation if you're interested in devotional music. All right. Thank you for being here. Thanks for staying to the end. I'm going to be back later today with the meridians. Peace and love. Ciao. Ciao. I'm getting ready to tune out. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I'm going to be back later today to finish this portion with the meridians and tune into my music channel now for the devotional world music presentation. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I'll be back later today with the meridians, and then you can watch the replay of this later today as well. Thank you.